you'll be hearing from us. So I come out with my little sheet music, and it was Just My Imagination by the Temptations. That's what I came up with. So I hand it to the accompanist, and she looks at it and looks at me and looks out at the director, and it's like, nice. So I start, you know, I'm gonna sing. I'm like, it's just my imagination once again, and then coming away with me. And I'm not saying anything, so I'm thinking I'm getting better. So I just start getting into it. It was just running this. Oh yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Washington. Thank you. So I assumed I didn't get the job. But the next part of the audition, he called me back. The next part of the audition is the acting part of the audition. So I'm like, hey, okay, maybe I can't sing, but I know I can act. So they pair me with this guy. And again, I didn't know about musical theater. And musical theater is big, so they can reach everyone all the way in the back of the stadium. And I'm more from a realistic, naturalistic kind of acting where you actually talk to the person next to me. So I don't know what my line was. My line was, well, hand me the cup. And his line was, well, I will hand you the cup, my dear. The cup will be there to be handed to you. I said, oh, okay. Well, should I give you the cup back? Oh, yes, you should give it back to me because you know that is my cup and it should be given back to me. I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition and the next audition and the next audition. I prayed. I prayed and I prayed. But I continued to fail and fail and fail. But it didn't matter because you know what? There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break. Last year, I did a play called Fences on Broadway. Someone talked about it. Won the Tony Award. And I didn't have to sing, by the way. But here's the kicker. It was at the Court Theater. It was at the same theater that I failed that first audition 30 years prior. The point is, and I'll pick up the pace, the point is every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? Here's my second point about failure. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Les Brown's a motivational speaker. He made an analogy about this. He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?
Hey guys, so welcome to your weekly team call. It is December 15th. And guys, before I get into the call, and I hope some of you really paid attention to that and what Denzel said, and especially at the end, and especially about the failures he did, and especially about how he kept failing in his Broadway audition, and 30 years later, where he won a Tony Award, he was back in the same theater, and especially at the end, when he talks about the ghosts that haunt people that are there, and it's basically the ghost of hope, the ghost of ideas, the ghost of everything that goes on in your head that you think about saying, there's more to life, and you know there's more to life, but you don't do anything about it. And when I saw that, I simply just typed in goals, because I know tonight's about goals and dreams, and just to see where this call topic's about as we head into the new year. I really thought, when listening to Denzel and listening to what he said and reading a little bit about it too, at the amount of times he failed, it really struck a chord with me, guys, because before we get into the call, guys, I failed. I just want to make sure everybody's muted. Guys, I failed at this business a lot. And I started this in late 2010 and in 2011. I know you guys have heard me say this before, but guys, it stunk. Like, my sponsor quit. I had no team. I tried doing 1,000 different things, figuring it out on my own. And I just to think of how far everything has come in the past year made me realize that if I can do this and I can be successful and I'm still trying to hit my biggest goal, which was a pipe dream a year ago. And that's something that Sharice always says, it's a pipe dream. When I said I want to be, one of the top coaches, I want to be an elite coach, and I want to be a 5-star diamond. And a year ago, that was so far out of reach, thinking I was at a team of about 50 coaches, a little over a year, probably like 15 months ago. And to see this come with all the failures, and to see, and Kristen and I sitting here earlier this week and realizing, and I'll tell you guys, I'll share with you, realizing like next month we're going to write a check out probably for $9,000 and just pay off one of our cars. Like, this was something I couldn't imagine, but I failed, guys. I failed a lot, but I set my dreams, but without goals, dreams mean nothing. We all can have dreams, but you got to have goals. And tonight's about how to set those goals, because this business that's in front of you has personally changed my life. Beside the fact that we're helping so many people, seeing my coaches succeed, seeing like my coach Shanna is heading in to be a premier coach in the company, which is one step right below elite, but it's one of the top coaches in the company. Seeing one of my coaches heading down that road and succeed, it makes me feel better watching my people succeed. Seeing, hearing from somebody like, I know Sharice this month, who has a ton of Success Club points. I live for seeing you guys succeed, and to see that we've come this far, to see that I am getting to what I never thought could ever happen, in whether it's in my life, in this business. It's there, guys. And I want you to set your goals, and I want you to take everything serious as I say tonight. But remember, if you're not failing, you are not trying. And if you're not getting out of your comfort zone, you're not going to be successful. There were many, many, many late nights. Last week I posted about it. I was up very early. I had a rough week, probably my roughest week in the state police, where I am in my current position, in probably the last year and a half. And just a quick story to tell you guys, this is the point I'm trying to make. We had a guy that committed over 17 armed robberies, holding up a gas station with a gun since November 20th in 3 weeks. And I had a ton of undercovers out there, and I just said, this next time this guy's going to shoot somebody, and I was stressed out because I had a lot of people there. I was working a ton of hours. We finally caught the guy, but I was getting home late at night, and I still got down at the computer at 11 o'clock, and I'm still pounding because there was people out there that need my help. And there was coaches like you that needed my questions answered. And there was challenges that needed my help. And the thing is that you need to be willing to do something the next 30, 60, 90 days that you weren't willing to do the last 30 days. You can't have any excuses, because if you don't and you're willing to put that effort in, this business can change your life. And we're going to talk about goals. So guys, I'm with you. And to see how far our team has come, and to see that I'm getting close to achieving my dream, my goals this year, is beyond words. But guys, it's setting goals, and we're going to get right into that today. And I just want to share that with you. And Denzel really struck with me that we do not want to go to our grave with the ghost haunting us of the ideas that we had in our head. Okay? We do not want to go to our grave with the ghost haunting us of all the ideas we had in our head. This is for you, and my goal is to help you achieve your why and your dreams. Period. I will not rest until each and every one of you puts it in so that you guys can achieve your goals and your dreams. That's my goal, and I will not stop. So, guys, with that, I want to get right into some announcements. I hope there's a bunch of us on the call here, and most of you know me. I'm Dave Atkins. I'm the founding Team Perseverance Team Coach and your upline Star Diamond. And I'm married to my wife, Kristen Atkins, who's a Star Diamond coach. And we both work full time. And you obviously heard I work with the state police. And here we are on Monday, a week before Christmas. I know it's busy. I know it's the holidays. But I can tell you right now, each and every one of you is on here for a reason. And if you weren't on here, then I wouldn't expect to see you become as leaders as we go into 2015. So it says a lot, and thank you for giving me the time to talk to you guys for the next 20, 25 minutes about setting goals and about going after your dreams, okay? First, a couple of announcements. First and foremost, just because the next 2 weeks ending the year gets crazy, our next Coach Ramp, excuse me, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Our next Ramp group, Emerald to Diamond Training, and our next Coach Basics group, even though Coach Basics just started last week, I'm just letting you guys know in advance, it's January 5th. Okay, Monday, January 5th is the penciled-in date right now for the trainings that we're going to start that. It's right after the new year. Now remember, Coach Basics, for any coach, Ramp, the prerequisites are you have to be an Emerald coach, and you have to have been through Coach Basics to go in Ramp. And Ramp stands for Rank Advanced Mentorship Program, okay? It's your Emerald to Diamond training, and we just finished one now, and we got 2 diamonds out of there. I know Liz Mangione, Denise Brobson, and we're kind of coming close to getting some more. So this is a big thing. Next, most importantly, Super Saturday is around the corner. Super Saturday are your quarterly team Beachbody events that are put on throughout the whole country at multiple locations by coaches all over the country. Usually it's a coach a diamond or higher, and it's January 10th, and my local event will be here in Westchester County in Katona. And guys, this is the thing, I always say it. It's January 10th. I'm telling you right now, each and every one of you can either have some kid activity, some sport activity, some family event, some birthday party, something going on. It's there, and I'm telling you, that don't make the excuse. If you want this to be a big year, attending live events is, for me, non-negotiable. All right? I had to line my babysitter up a while back to watch my 3 kids. Make it work. And if it's an hour and a half drive, make it work. It will make a difference for you. I promise you. I went to a Super Saturday event once. I drove to Massachusetts. It was like 3.5 hours away to attend an event. And this was the big difference, attending the Super Saturdays and then attending Summit. So January 10th, mark the date, get a babysitter, and if you really can't, I probably don't even care at my event. I don't care. Bring your kid. Bring your kids, whatever. Just get there. Get to the event. And there'll be listings in the back office under the News and Training tab. Drops down, hit the Events button, and then from there you can see the Super Saturday listings in your state. And guys, they're updated like by the day, and they'll still be coming up for the next 2 weeks or so. So don't miss that event, and the link for mine is up on our coaches page. Next, as most of you guys have heard, but I just wanted to let you guys know, the contract, the relationship with Les Mills is coming to an end. So basically any inventory that they have left over the next couple of months is all that's going to be available. It's not because there was any butting of heads, but it really was the infomercial wasn't getting off the ground. They were hitting some bumps in the road. Carl said it didn't feel like it was working out, getting the momentum they anticipated. So they're moving on and moving forward. And guys, I always have faith in what corporate is doing. So if it wasn't working out, I don't think that they would let something go if it was working out. So it's totally I'm totally okay with it, but just so you guys know that Les Mills Pump and Les Mills Combat, that will be the last of it with Les Mills. Next, the Portion Fix. I don't know if everybody heard about the Portion Fix. That is a new thing that they're offering. Basically, you can buy the color-coded containers and a Shakeology cup, and you buy that together, and it can be an add-on to any program, and it can help all the programs with helping people with portion control. It's basically the containers from the 21-day fix. But now it's can be like a great add-on to any of the programs, whether it's Insani Max 30, whether it's, you know, whatever it is, T25, you can add in the Portion Fix that just came out. I'm just seeing a question pop up here. Can you still get Combat and Challenge Pack? Liz, I think the answer to that is until they sell out, everything will be available. So my answer to that would be yes. It should be there. So the Portion Fix. Next, I want to remind everybody, especially a certain Diamond Coach as she's folding a towel in the kitchen, submit your stories to the Beachbody Challenge. All right, guys? You can win up to $500 a day, $1,000 monthly, $25,000 quarterly, and $100,000 grand prize for your results. We have a 90-pound loser on our call, and it's Liz. And I'm telling her, beachbodychallenge.com, we have to submit your stories, everybody. And guys, it doesn't matter if you lost 10 pounds, 5 pounds, submit it. And you can submit it each and every month. We have 20-pound losers, 30-pound losers, 50-pound losers, 90-pound losers. Submit your story. There's free money for you to be made. And so many times people win after they submit it the second or third time. So, and there's a winner every day. Every day there's a $500 winner. So going into the most important part is getting right into recognition for the week. So I want to get right into that. So I'm going to get into, again, I always start with the coaches that have been bringing in 100 volume points or more in their business, team volume points. So in the 100 club, I have Patricia Sherb at 105. I have Lisa Marr, 195. Rhonda McKierney at 180. Janine Hennigan at 105. Russ Reichert at 115. Tara Richmond, 150. Kristen Halderman at 105. Brian Laupsher at 180. Jennifer Pearson at 180. Amy Franchi at 190. My Second Business Center, 160. Michelle Rizzo at 180. Denise Monteleone at 117. Erin Darmody at 180. Jason Richmond at 135. Deirdre Fell O'Brien at 135. Rachel Siegmund at 180. Ernie Delavecchia at 105. Maria Vaglia, at 180. Kerry Pietrantonio at 180. Lisa DeVoy at 110. Moving on, Shannon Larice at 155. Kirsten Broderick at 165. Kristen Cleary at 105. Lisa Harrington at 180. Rachel Roth at 135. Denise Bropson at 195. Maria Durancy at 104. Karen Shepard at 180. Those are everybody in the 100 club. So, guys, good job in the 100 club. In the 200 club, we have Casey O'Donnell, 205. Jennifer Holdman at 270. Kristen Malone at 270. Kristen Columbus, 270. And Jill Weiss at 225. Elizabeth Webster, 225. Who else here, guys? In the 200 club. Timothy Christian at 240. Lauren Banster, I saw her on the call. Lauren, way to go, at 202. Now heading into the 300 club, we have Karen Gampel at 325. And we have Amanda Landsman at 375. Moving on, we have my wife, Kristen Atkins, at 390. Stacy Ferrenti at 360. Michelle Della Sala at 315. Rosa Dolan at 360. And Elizabeth Mangione at 360. Danielle Zito at 300. Jessica Lacalzi at 315. Way to go, guys. And that's it for the 300 club. In the 400 club, we have G. Marie Cregan at 405. And we have Kelly Delavecchia at 495. Way to go, Kelly. Anybody else in the 400 club? No, that's it for the 400 club. And I think we're heading right into the winner. I just want to make sure there's no 500. So the winner for the team for the week with, let me get the exact number, 600 team volume points is our Diamond Coach, Sharice Nelson and Sharice, you're actually right above my head, so way to go, girl. And congratulations, Sharice, with 600 team volume points. So way to go. So, guys, before I go any further, are there any questions on anything? Unmute your line if there's any questions on anything thus far. Anybody? No questions. Everybody's good. All right, guys, so setting goals. The thing with setting goals, and I hope everybody has a pen and paper, is that you have to, like I said, you can't just have dreams. You got to have goals. Because if you just have dreams and you don't have goals, you're like, and I've said before, a ship without a sail. You're just going out there with no direction, okay? You cannot treat this business and just put it out there. You cannot say, you know, I just want to be an Emerald coach or I want to be a Diamond coach, but you have to just not float it out there, but have set goals. And one of the things that I always do, and we're going to get into an acronym, is something I like to do, is to reverse engineer what you want to do. If you know you want to be an Emerald coach, well, to be an Emerald coach, you got to sponsor 2 coaches. So you know in the next month, if you want to be an Emerald coach, by the end of the month, you need to work backwards and realize I got to get 2 coaches in the next 2 weeks. Or if you want to be a Diamond coach and you need 8 coaches in the next 3 months, well, then you have to reverse engineer it and work back. But the point is, you need to set goals. And the acronym I'm going to use, and I got it, and I've seen it before, and I read it before, is from Shailene, and it's about setting SMART. The acronym is SMART, and it's setting SMART goals. Okay? So the first letter S, all right? A SMART goal is a goal that can be broken into smaller pieces. You have to think like bite-sized, all right? Break your big goals into smaller goals that can be accomplished in, say, a week or 2 to 4 weeks, say a monthly basis. Choose something that will excite you, you feel good about, what you accomplished, what's going to help you move forward, all right? So you can't, the point being is this, you can't say, you know, I want to be a star Diamond coach if you're a newer coach, you know, and just think that's your goal. You have to break it up and say, you know what, but to get there, I got to achieve Emerald coach. And then to get that, I got to then work to get to Diamond coach. But before that, I got to graduate from Coach Basics training. For me personally, my small goal every single month is Success Club. And there's no reason, no matter where you are in this business, that your small goal every single month should not be Success Club. Because if you're hitting Success Club, which for 5 points, you're bringing in new challengers, you're hitting it on a monthly basis. So when Shailene comes up with small goals, 2 to 4 weeks, hitting Success Club every month will keep you on track to build an amazing business, okay? So a small goal for the month in this business, I feel, is Success Club. So that's first. Your goal must be a small goal. And guys, a goal is not a goal unless you write it down. And if I was to tilt my computer up right there, behind me is a dry erase board. And I used to never do this, but I write out, you know, what my goals are. I write out, I have all my coaches there. I see what they're going on and what their goals are going to be. I write out what I want my income goal to be by week. I write out how many, you know, I want to hit whatever it is with Success Club or what my rank goal is, and I put a deadline on it, okay? You need to break your goals up small. You can go out 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, but you need to write them down and in a place that you can see them. Not in your iPhone or your Android. You need to write them down. You need to be able to look at them every day, and you got to start off small. So my recommendation for you is Success Club, okay? Number 2, the letter M, is measurable. All right, write that down, measurable. Make sure each goal set has a measure. Think of it this way. Would an outsider be able to evaluate whether or not you achieved your goal without having to take your word for it? You know, apply a numerical value to your goal. For a fitness goal, this might mean exercising a certain amount of times in a week. It may be decreasing a certain amount of body weight or inches. When a goal has measure, you can feel a greater sense of achievement when you're able to accomplish it. So you've got to put a measurable numerical value on it. So if you're starting in like our challenge group, you want to lose a certain amount of weight, how much weight? And how much per week do you want to lose? Or in this business, how much would you like to make within a month in the business? Okay, it has to be measurable. All right, that's number 2. 3 is achievable. And I think this is important. An important thing that you have to consider is achievable is number 3. So you got to be aware that there's a difference between goals that are quote unquote possible and goals that are achievable. All right. It may be possible for a person with bad knees and a bad back to win the New York City Marathon, but it's probably not realistic. Okay. So when setting a goal, take into consideration what is required to achieve it. Your goals should push you, but they got to be realistic. They got to be attainable, healthy, and aligned with the priorities that you want. So saying you're going to be a 5-star diamond in 30 days from now is not a realistic goal. If you're a brand new coach and saying I'm going to be a diamond coach a week from now, it's not a realistic goal. It's got to be achievable. You've got to push yourself because, like I say, the magic happens when you get out of your comfort zone, but you have to make it achievable. Okay? You have to make it achievable and make it realistic. So again, the first one is small. Number 2 is measurable. Number 3 is achievable. Okay? Next is rewarding. Okay? You need to identify any positive side effects, benefits, and rewards for reaching your goal, no matter how small they are. Okay? Make a list of these benefits and remind yourself of what you're working towards. If you hit Success Club, a lot of times they're giving you free gifts or free books or free wear and share. If you're hitting Success Club and you're an Emerald Coach, they're giving you free Shakeology customers and you get the initial commission that next month from those free Shakeology customers. You got to be able to realize the rewards that you are getting. This way, each time you check a goal off the list, you'll feel somewhat a sense of confidence and momentum. When I hit 5-star diamond officially like 3 weeks ago, you know, it was busy, it was hectic, we had a lot of things going on, but we went out to dinner and I enjoyed my dessert. You know, like I ate, I had a drink, Chris and I, we celebrated with the girls. You have to sometimes smell the roses. You got to reward yourself when you reach certain goals. It should not always be go, 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 grind, 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 grind. You got it. If you hit Success Club, be proud for hitting Success Club. Be proud of what you have accomplished. If you hit Emerald Coach, be proud that you hit Emerald Coach. That's an amazing thing. You now can start getting free customers. You have to reward yourself. Stop. You know, the big thing is that, and I used this analogy once before, and I told some of the other coaches I spoke to, it's like the game of golf. If you think about the game of golf, you'll go out and play the game of golf, and most of us, you know, say you go out, most of us maybe in the whole day will hit 2 or 3 good shots, right? But we'll hit 125 bad shots, but we'll hit 2 or 3 good shots. Do you ever notice, though, after you play a game of like golf, that all you think about and all you talk about are those 2 or 3 good shots, and it makes you want to keep going back for more? Why can't we think of life that way? Why do we always focus on the 120 bad things or failures and not the 2 or 3 good shots? You know, like Denzel said, you have to be willing to fail, but you got to be able to reward yourself, guys. So you need to focus on these small little stepping stones of success on your way up the ladder, okay? So reward yourself. You should be proud for as far as you come. Just being on this call, you are here being part of Team Perseverance. So that's 4, or the letter R, is rewarding, okay? And the last for T is time sensitive. You have to set a date by which you will achieve your goals. When we set a deadline, our goal becomes a priority and we truly gain focus. A goal without a definite deadline simply weakens our commitment. And guys, this is the thing. Brian Tracy just said, and Kristen told me, she heard it on the new No Excuses book, and I read it as well, that yes, you put a deadline on something, but if you don't achieve that goal by the deadline, you change the deadline. You can just change the date. Okay, it's okay, but you need to have a goal and a deadline set with the date of when you want to achieve your certain goal. So, you know, the end of December, by 12/31, I'm going to hit Success Club. You got it. You have to put on, or by a certain date, I'm going to make this amount of money, or by a certain date, I'm going to help this amount of people, or by a certain date, I want to lose 20 pounds. Whatever it is, you have to make sure that you put a date on it and make sure it's time sensitive. Okay? I want everybody, I'm just going to make sure you wrote these down. I'm going to repeat what they are again to make sure you have them. Again, first one is small. S for small. Make sure your goals are small. Second is measurable. All right? They got to be realistic. All right? Number 3 is, measurable. You got to put a numeric value. I'm sorry. 3 is achievable. It has to be realistic. 4 is rewarding. Make sure you reward yourself by the little rewards. And number 5, make sure that it's time sensitive. Guys, I just beg of you, do not finish this call and just say, tomorrow I'm going to start, I'm going to get challenges, and not write down what your goals are. Okay? Create a vision board. Write them out. Take a half hour after we get off this call and set what your goals are going to be. I already asked in our Diamonds group what everybody's goals were for 2015. And I'm starting to come up with my goals myself, and I'm going to put them out there to the fellow Diamonds to keep me accountable on what my goals are for 2015. I'm still focusing on what my goal was for 2014, but you need to set goals no matter where you are on this journey. I don't care if you just signed up as a coach today. You have an amazing opportunity. Set goals starting today and write them out. Okay? So guys, with that, I want to see if there's any questions regarding anything or anything heading into this end of the month. I know this call was shorter, so maybe that's a good thing for some of us, but any questions about anything from anybody? Go ahead, Maria. I'll unmute you. Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. I'm doing a lot of follow-ups with my my leads, and I guess from you, when they don't answer the phone, do you always leave a message for them, or do you hang up and then just try again in a couple more days?
It's a good question. I will leave a message after I probably call them the second time.
Second time?
Yeah, I mean, you got to feel it out. It depends. How many private messages have you sent them through Facebook? Have you been texting them? What type of communication have you had? Is this the first time you're reaching out to them? I think, Maria, you got to weigh in what the surrounding circumstances are.
Okay, so I've been, yes, I've been doing the Facebook message. No, a lot of them aren't Facebook friends. So I've done the follow-up with the text message, an email, then you do the phone call. And once I get around to the second time doing the phone call, so I'm already, into it.
Right.
A lot of people don't answer, of course, after the first few times. So.
Right.
And a lot of people don't answer at all. So.
Right.
I was just wondering, in a general sense, if it's the second time around calling or the third time, am I constantly leaving messages? I feel like I'm constantly leaving messages, and sometimes I feel like I'm a pain for doing it.
What's your gut tell you?
To leave a message.
Leave a message, Maria.
All right.
Leave a message. Go with your gut.
All right.
Just do it. You leave a message. It can't hurt you. Right? That's all I do. I would just leave a message at that point. You leave a message. Hey, I've been trying to get in touch with you. I haven't heard back. I hope everything's okay. And I don't need to be like for me, I always say I don't need to be a pest, but I'm truly passionate about what I'm seeing going on in our groups, and I just want to help. And hopefully I'm not bothering you. Always just leave a message. It can't hurt. And if you don't hear back, Maria, move on. That's it. The difference they say between somebody in this business sometimes that is very successful or hitting diamond and higher is they're willing to accept more no's. Period. They're willing to, accept more no's. So leave a message and don't worry about it. If you don't hear back, then move on.
I'll accept the no, but I want to hear the no.
Sometimes, you know what? Put it this way. In this business, it's never a no, it's a not right now. Because I truly believe everybody needs what we have. They just don't know it yet.
Okay, let me put it this way. I want a response.
Yeah, well, you're not always going to get it, unfortunately. You're not always going to get it. So leave a message, and then if you don't hear, you follow up next month with the next challenge group.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Anybody else? Any questions? Wow, everybody's so quiet. Come on, guys, it's the holidays. Anybody want to sing Jingle Bells or something? No. Kelly, you have a question? No. You're just right below me, so that's why I asked. Guys, if there's no questions, I just figured the call was short. If anybody needed help or any questions on anything, I'm here. You know, you can ask me. I know we don't get to talk all the time, and there's always questions on the coaches page. So if you guys have nothing about the business, then we'll hang up and we'll call it an early night. So you have another question, Maria?
No, it's not really a question. I just want to say to everyone that you know, all these 3 vital behaviors that you keep pounding in my head about, and picking up my book. And just so you know, I think we're reading the same book, and I'm already on chapter 7. I don't know, you're probably on 11 or whatever, but you know, the last week and a half, I've been diligent. And just so you know, 2 challenge packs in 1 week. I have to give myself kudos for it. You know, I'm at 4. So, you know, I've been at 0 for the past 2 months. So,
yeah, that's huge.
You know, everybody just keep up with your personal development, because Dave's right. It does help.
Well, congratulations on your 2 challenge packs.
Thanks.
That's awesome. I'm going to see you on the 10th.
Oh, you know it. You're not keeping me away. 3-hour ride or not, I'm going.
Yeah, it could be an awesome time.
Yep.
Somebody else was about to ask something? I thought I heard a voice. No. All right, guys. Well, then listen, we will have a call. Let me think about this. We will have a call next Monday, because on the 22nd, and then the following week is the 29th. So, you know, maybe we'll have a week off. We'll see. But I want everybody to focus going in. And, guys, have a great week. And everybody's doing max 30. Good freaking luck. You know, we're dying. And I'm really excited for tomorrow's workout. And if that's it, guys, have a great night. And I'll talk to you guys all soon. And write your goals down. Bye-bye.